is my interview. And then, so I hope I can have this video out by Saturday or Sunday at the latest. What are you guys doing this weekend? The weather's starting to warm up a little bit. It's going to be 75 degrees here today, which is pretty warm. It is so yummy, but it has flour in it, and it has marshmallows, which has sugar. It's a little bit of a splurge, but I don't need it every day. Oh, this is good, guys. I was so hungry. So after this, I'm going to knit, and I don't know. I'm going to ramble about traveling since my trip to Scotland is coming up very quickly. I can't wait, guys. I just felt that I had some lettuce in my teeth. I hope I didn't share that with you. If I did, sorry. Yesterday when I did my knit project, I realized that I had a mistake. So today I'm going to be unknitting, or tinking, which is knitting backwards, to correct the mistake. It's no big deal. You'll still get to enjoy the knitting sounds, and I think that's the purpose. But just so you know, I'm not going to be knitting, I'm going to be tinking. Alright, let's do this. Okay, guys, so the project I'm knitting is called Vitamin D. It's by Heidi Kermayer, and it will look like this when it's done. So it's a little cardigan, and I'm making it in gray. Guys, a few years ago I didn't know how to read a pattern. Now I do. I think I'm about halfway through, and you can see I've already done the sleeves, and now I'm doing just the body part. But like I said, I noticed an error, so I have to fix it. Guys, generally really remember what I'm doing, I end up having to unknit like several rows. So all I'm doing is I'm going backward. And hold on 1 second. Now that we're tinking, I don't know if you'll get any knit sounds, but I hope you do. I wanted to talk about, if you're interested, you can listen, and if not, you can just ignore me. But a lot of people ask me about, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but a lot of my friends ask me about how I afford to travel. And guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. There are things that I do to make it affordable. First thing I do is I own only credit cards that have travel points. Some of them have other points, you know, like you can get cash back or whatever, or 5%, whatever. Some of them have different programs, but they all have travel points. So, for example, I live near the Atlanta airport, and Delta is the hub. Their hub is in Atlanta. So I have a Delta American Express. When you use the credit card on the airplane, you get like 25% off. Maybe not that much, but stuff like that. So it's got some benefits. So I have that one. I have an American Airlines Citibank card. Same type of deal. If I book American Airlines, I don't have to pay for a bag. I don't have to pay to check a bag and a bunch of stuff. So it's a deal to me. I might pay, I don't know how much I pay for that one a year, but it's worth it. But my two go-to travel credit cards, because I do a significant amount of traveling abroad, are my Capital One Visa and my Chase Sapphire. So the Capital One is a venture card. I've had that one for years, and I have paid for several trips on that one. The thing that I like about the Chase Sapphire, my friend just turned me on to it, so I went and got one a few months ago, is that when you use it to book a rental car, you do not have to pay for the car insurance. You're covered. It covers you. But you have to book it with that credit card in order for it to cover you. And you have to be the driver, I believe. But anyway, they've got a lot of other really good benefits, like extended warranties, and they also have free like travel insurance. So if your baggage is delayed, or if they lose your baggage, or if your trip is delayed, you can contact them and they will compensate you for a certain amount of dollars, whatever it is. So it's a really good travel card to have if you rent cars, and I do rent cars. For the upcoming Scotland trip, I am renting a car. I will be driving over there. So I used my Chase Sapphire for that. Then the really nice part is I book a rental car. Let's just say it was $600 for the rental. I get like 3 times points. So I'll get 1,800 points for that, which is really good. Now, I still have my Capital One Visa because I have a ton of points on it. I used only points to buy my airline ticket. I did not pay a penny, not a plug nickel. When I travel, I'm going to have to pay $75 each way to check a bag when I get home. So I'll charge food when I eat out. If I use the Sapphire, if I eat out, which I do a lot, it's 3 times points. So, then what I do to make sure I'm not overspending is I write it down in my checkbook ledger. So if I go out and I spend $20 on dinner just for me, I'll write it in my checkbook ledger. And it's like writing a check, except I'll put, instead of the check number on the far left, I'll put which credit card I put it on. Then when I get the statement, guys, pay it off. The entire statement. You still get the points. Okay, so here's what some people do that I know, and it's a big mistake. They use their debit card to pay for large expenses. Guys, don't do that. You can get, I mean, you're usually FDIC insured with your bank, but only up to $250,000. Or with your credit union, you're insured. But guys, it's too easy for somebody to take all of your money out of your bank account. It's a little trickier with the credit card. The credit card monitoring systems are pretty good these days. Usually within 2 or 3 charges, they'll call you and they'll tell you, hey, somebody's charging, and you're not responsible for anything that you, like if somebody stole your credit card number, you're not responsible for that. So that's one reason why you need a credit card. I have a friend that's like, oh, well, I can't, my husband won't pay it off. Well, then you're charging too much. If you can't pay off your credit card, guys, you're overcharging. It's all you're doing is, instead of writing a check or instead of paying cash, you pay for the credit card. You're paying with your credit card. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, I don't know. I don't know if that works. I have had my cousin Olga, hi Olga, my friend Jeanette, and I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Those two right off the top, they listened to my last video where I talked about all this stuff, and they got one of those credit cards, and they have been using them for trips ever since. So my cousin, she just went to Spain a couple months ago. And guess how she paid for it? Points. She paid for it with points. Oh, and that's another thing, guys. I sent her a reference email, and when you do that, you get an extra 20,000 points. Oh, and guys, when you sign up, if you are smart, you will spend more than $3,000 within the first 3 months. Let's just say that's what it is, but it'll tell you when you sign up for the credit card. And like I said, you charge everything on it: gas, food, electric. You put everything on the darn credit card, alright? And at the end of the month, you pay it off. So if you do that and you spend $3,000 within the first 3 months, it's something like that, they'll tell you. They'll give you 80,000 points. And for most people, that's airfare somewhere. Depends on where you want to go. But I'm telling you guys, do not pay for airfare. You do not need to. It's just silly. When you have a credit card, you can do it. So my friend the other day paid for some jewelry or something on her debit card, and I'm like, and she's got to go visit her son who's in college. Like, she's always traveling. So why the heck wouldn't you put it on your credit card, pay it off, and now you've got points to use towards your airfare? guys, trust me on this. I am not going to steer you wrong. Here's the other thing. Most credit cards, if you use them to charge in another country, they're going to charge you a fee. So, for example, I take my regular Joe Blow, Bank of America, or whatever. Sorry, maybe it's not, but let's just say it's just a regular credit card. And I go to Scotland and I see some cute scarves that I want to buy, and I buy 3 of them because I'm going to bring gifts home, and they're going to charge me a fee just to make that transaction. Then if you have them convert the money into US dollars, it's like another fee. I'm not even joking, guys. So a couple of things, guys. When you are using your charge card overseas, make sure that you have no foreign transaction fees, A, and B, make sure that they do not, I repeat, do not convert the transaction into US dollars. It's just wasting money. So basically, when you use something like your Capital One Visa or your Chase Sapphire, it's just the same as using it in the United States. Okay guys, I think I fixed the error, and I'm refilming this part just in case I had too much background noise because I had people moving around in the kitchen. So, what I was saying about the Charles Schwab or about any other debit card that you can get that does not charge a foreign transaction fee or a transaction fee from any other bank is that when you fly overseas, you guys do not go to the bank and do not change money. You're going to pay a fee. You're going to lose money. Let's just say you go into the bank and you have $100 and you pay for your British pounds and you get your British pounds, and then you're going to pay a fee on top of that. There's no need to do that at all. Get your debit card that does not charge a transaction fee. Fly to your destination. When you land in the airport, go to an ATM, that looks like a legitimate ATM, not Joe's ATM or Bill's ATM. Go to a legitimate bank ATM and withdraw your maximum amount for the day. So take out 200 pounds. I'm sorry, $200, which let's just say is 150 pounds. Guys, do not have them converted to US dollars. Just how much cash, just decide how much cash you need for that day. And that's it. No traveler's checks. You did not have to go to the exchange service. You just withdrew money from your bank. The next day, if you wanted to, you could withdraw $200 more. But you don't have to, because you probably won't need it, because he'll be charging with your Visa that does not charge you a foreign transaction fee. Yes, it's a little bit of work. And I got people saying, "Oh, I don't want another credit card." Guys, the one that you have is a piece of junk. Trust me. If you want to travel, or if you have to travel, like you've got to go, your kids are flying back and forth from college, or you go to visit them at college, whatever. If you have to travel and you do not have a credit card with points, you're throwing money away. I'm just telling you. Don't do it. Get a darn debit card for Schwab. I'm just saying Schwab. You can get whatever. And by the way, none of these companies are paying me anything to say that. a bank. I do online banking anyway. I connect my bank to my regular bank, another bank. Anyway, you can, let's just say you love Bank of Bill, and you never want to leave. You still open up the Schwab account, and then before your trip, let's just say you don't want to spend more than $1,000. You put $1,000 into your Schwab checking, and again, you limit how much somebody can steal from you as well if your card gets stolen or lost. So another trick to the bank or the debit card is that when you're in town and you're using the debit card, let's say you need some more cash for whatever reason, you should only go to a bank that's opened, so that if for some reason the ATM machine swallows your card, you can get the issue resolved. Guys, one year we were in England and I had an issue with my card or something. Oh no, it was a phone issue, never mind. Anyway, they gave me a rental phone back then. So, oh my god, everybody wants to text me right now. So what I'm saying is, there's ways to save money. Oh, one more thing. Another way, really quick, is I was in Ireland once, and there was a young girl, and she was buying something at this, I think it's a crystal shop in Kilkenny. And as she's leaving, and she spent a good penny. She spent a pretty penny there. She bought a few items. As she's leaving, the merchant asked her if she wanted a VAT form. Guys, the answer is yes. And if you don't know what to do with a VAT form, go to my website, janesholidays.com, and read the article about that so that you are aware. The VAT form, value added tax, is what it is. I know they have it in the UK, Ireland, or the Republic of Ireland, and I don't know, maybe some other countries. But yeah, that's another way to get money back, guys. More money for the next trip. Oh my god, guys, I had to wait for humans to leave the house. There's just too much noise. So I fixed the error, and I'm purling right now one of the rows. So what I was saying about the value added tax was that you get a paper, like let's just say you buy a bunch of crystal or something expensive like Waterford crystal or something in Ireland, and oh my god, the dog started barking. Okay, let's say you buy something expensive like Waterford crystal and you pay a ton of money on value added tax, which you're paying. They give you the slip, the receipt for it, and you fill it out. It has to have your passport number, and then a lot of times it has to have like a credit card, because what they do is they return the money to your credit card. It's really weird, guys, but it's worked for me. You fill it out completely. When you go to the airport, you go to the VAT counter, and you turn in all of your receipts that are already completed. You guys, you fill them out in the middle of the night after you've done some sightseeing, and you put them all in one place and you turn them in. You guys, you have to turn them in before you leave the country. Oh my god, this dog. If you don't turn them in before you leave the country, they will not give you the money back. So you turn them in. Also, what you need to know is the value added tax inspectors may request to see the things that you bought. They might want proof. If you bought a jacket, you are not to have worn it. Okay? If you bought a jacket, you are not to have worn it. In other words, you're going to say reason you are not to warn them. But guys, I'm going to tell you, I have yet for them to inspect all of my stuff. But anyway, so you put everything that you bought on your carry-on, and you have the receipts handy, and now all they do is they stamp it or they sign it, and then they turn it in. And then in a few weeks, you will start to see some money back on your credit card for the tax that you paid. I know, you're saying, oh, it's too confusing. It's not, guys, and I've gotten like $60, $80, $100 back on some trips. So again, money I can use towards another trip or towards something else. So anyway, those are my money saving travel tips, guys. Again, you can go to janesholidays.com and check them out in writing in case I went over something too fast. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below, or you can DM me on Instagram or whatever. I'd be happy to help you with any questions. Okay, guys, that's about it. This wraps up this episode of SissEsnacks ASMR.